Welcome to Edric's Storytime. Today I'm going to be reading Lucky. Let's begin. Lucky by Jane E. Gerver, illustrated by Jacqueline Rogers. Chapter 1. The Horse Show. Amy and Michelle were sisters. Michelle was older, Amy was younger. Michelle liked green, Amy liked blue. Michelle liked French fries, Amy liked mashed potatoes. But there was one thing both sisters loved: horses. Michelle had been riding for many years. She rode hunt seat equitation, and she took lessons at Windy Gate Farm. Her horse's name was Jack. One day, Michelle and her trainer, Paula, were in the tack room. "Michelle, you should enter the show," Paula said. "It's next month." "Oh, I will," Michelle said excitedly. "I haven't missed any shows." But Amy had missed every show. She had been riding her horse Lucky for only 1 year, and she had just started jumping. She wasn't even sure she liked it, so she stopped taking lessons. "I love to ride you," she told Lucky, "but I get nervous in front of people, especially people I don't know." Lucky nickered softly in reply. That evening at dinner, Michelle said, "Amy, did you know there's a horse show in 6 weeks? I'm going to be in it." "Not me," Amy said. "But I think the beginner class would be perfect for you," Michelle said. "No," Amy said. But the next day, Amy saw the poster about the horse show. There was a sign-up sheet next to it, and her name was on it. "Michelle, why did you sign me up?" Amy asked later that day. "I'm too nervous to be in a show, and I'm not good enough." Amy hid her face in Lucky's mane. "You can do it," her sister said. "I'll help you, and Lucky will help you too. He knows his stuff." Chapter 2. Try again. That night, Amy peeked in Michelle's room. The wall was covered with the ribbons and awards Michelle had won at her horse shows. Amy wanted lots of ribbons on her bedroom wall too. "I'm going to try," Amy said to herself. "Maybe I can do it." So after school that week and on the weekend, Michelle and Amy went to the stable. Amy went through what she had learned in her lessons. First, Amy practiced walking, turning, and trotting. Then she practiced cantering, galloping, and stomping. "Great job, Amy," said Michelle. Then Amy practiced jumping. First, Lucky trotted over poles laid on the ground. He liked that. "Good boy," she said. Lucky whinnied happily. But when Lucky and Amy got to the fences, something always went wrong. The first time, Lucky stopped. Amy got too close to the fence and there wasn't enough room for him to jump. "I'm sorry, boy," Amy said, patting him gently. "Let's try it again." The second time, Amy got scared right before a jump. She pulled back on the reins, so Lucky stopped. Amy walked Lucky in a circle until she was ready to jump again. The third time, Amy got too close to the fence again. Lucky did jump, but Amy nearly fell off. Finally, Lucky jumped the fence just right, but Amy lost her stirrup and slid off sideways. She landed in the dirt. "Ouch!" she cried. Lucky gently nudged Amy with his nose, trying to comfort his friend. Michelle was watching nearby. "You can't do it," she called to her little sister. Try again." But Amy had had enough. "Forget it," she said. "I'm never going to be good as you." Michelle helped her little sister up and brushed the dirt off her. "When I was your age," Michelle said, "I wasn't a good rider. I made lots of mistakes and fell off a few times too. It takes practice to get better, and you need to learn to trust Lucky more. He knows what he's doing. Let him show you." But Amy didn't feel any better. Chapter 3. A New Plan. That evening, Amy went into Michelle's bedroom. Amy pointed to all the ribbons and awards. "How can you say you weren't good?" Amy said. "You have so many ribbons." She couldn't believe that her sister wasn't always a star. Michelle laughed. "You only see the ribbons I got for winning." You don't see all the times I made mistakes and lost, but I practiced and practiced and got better. I have an idea. Tomorrow let's ask Mom if my trainer can help you." Before falling asleep that night, Amy thought about what Michelle had told her. "I'm going to keep trying," Amy said. The next day, Michelle saw Paula. "Would you give Amy lessons to help her get ready for the horse show?" "Sure," said Paula. "I already spoke to your mother about it. Amy, we'll have you jumping in no time," she said. Soon Amy was busy riding and listening to Paula's directions on that day and each day after that. The weeks went by and Amy got much better. Soon she and Lucky could jump an entire course of jumps. "I can't do it," she thought. "You're doing great, Amy," Paula said. Amy felt happy. Lucky was happy too. "Thank you, Paula," Amy said. "You've helped me so much." The day before the show, Amy carefully bathed and groomed Lucky. Then Amy cleaned her tack. Michelle braided Lucky's mane and tail, and she double-checked her riding clothes, hat, and boots to make sure they were spotless. "I'm nervous," she told Lucky, "but I think I can do this." Chapter 4. It's showtime. The next morning, Amy and Michelle arrived at the show early. The horses from Windy Gate Farm traveled there in big horse vans. Amy entered a children's hunt seat equitation over fences class. In this class, Amy would be judged on how well she rode Lucky. Before her class began, she studied the course so she could learn it. Now it was time for Amy's class to begin. Paula and Michelle stood with her in the gate. "Do you know the course, Amy?" asked Paula. Amy nodded. "Then go on in," said Paula. "Ready, Lucky?" Amy clucked to her horse. Amy and Lucky trotted into the ring, picked up a canter, and rode around the course. Amy made sure to sit properly and keep her head up and eyes forward each time she jumped, and she tried not to think about the crowd watching her. As they jumped the last fence, there was a whoop from Paula and Michelle. Amy and Lucky had done it. A beautiful round. "We did it, Lucky," said Amy. Lucky whinnied happily. "My first win," Amy said proudly. "Thank you, Lucky." "I knew you could do it," Michelle said, "and I know just the place for your ribbon." "Here's to many more awards," Michelle said after they got home. She put the ribbon above Amy's desk. "This will always remind you that today was your lucky day," Michelle said, and Michelle hugged her happy little sister. The end. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel.